The Feather Light Abyss Encounter Triumph from the reprised Crota's End raid has been described as one of the hardest triumphs in Destiny, but although it can be unforgiving, if your team follows some basic strategies, it becomes much easier. For example, my team completed it in just over an hour of attempts, and that includes the time spent figuring out these strategies in the first place. I'm going to lay out some essential tips to start with, then show my completion run in its entirety after. Hopefully, if you follow these tips, your team will clear in no time at all. Tip 1. Charge the first Enlighten at the starting plate. Darkness doesn't increase while at the start, so you can charge the first Chalice for Enlighten freely. After transferring the Chalice, wait until there are 15 seconds left on the Engulfed in Darkness timer before leaving, to give the second Chalice holder as much charge as possible. Tip 2. Have a set rotation for who takes the Chalice, so everyone knows who they take from and who they give to. This will reduce the need for unnecessary voice comms and save time. Tip 3. Hug the lamps closely when clearing Weight of Darkness and wait as long as possible at the lamps until they turn orange before leaving. This gives as much time as possible for the next Chalice to charge. Also, beware podiums which are just outside the cleansing radius of the lamp. There are a few of these in the run. Make sure the Chalice is preserved and collected quickly and both players return to the lamp to clear stacks before running. Otherwise, any extra stacks gained by spending too much time at the podium will likely fail the run. Tip 4. Make sure the first person to leave the lamp is always the Enlightened player who will be lighting the next lamp. This is really important. This guarantees that the Enlightened holder will have the highest darkness, so they can light the lamp as late as possible without risking one of the other players hitting ×10 or needing unnecessary voice comms. Have the Enlightened player start lighting the lamp when their darkness hits 7 stacks. You can get away with starting lighting on 8, but if there are enemies nearby, they can hit you and interrupt it, so it's best to be on the safe side. Also, sometimes the game lags a bit. Here I started on 8, finished just before it hit 9, but there was a big delay before the stacks actually started decreasing and I hit 10 stacks, whereas if I'd done it on 7 we would have been fine even with the lag. What? I Enlightened! Tip 5. Keep comms clear.
Let's go, gamers.
The only voice comms in this encounter should be calling when to take the Chalice, whether the current lamp has a podium on it, and when the group should leave the lamp shortly after the Enlightened player has already left.
Snow, take it.
Anything else risks an important callout not being heard, as well as adding to confusion and distractions, so keep chat to a minimum. Tip 6. Builds and loadouts can be very flexible here, so lots of options are viable, and I'd say no one specific thing is essential. But movement perks and abilities can be helpful to catch up if you fall behind, but you don't need to be spamming them constantly, as it can also increase the likelihood of flying straight into a pendulum, a hole, or sword tracking to a nearby enemy. Still, you might want to have grapple, amplified thunder crash, or a sword equipped as a safety net. Exderis with Catalyst can make you amplified on any subclass, and the Nadir Focus Origin trait on the new Geodetic HSM sword increases lunge distance on every swing, which sometimes I prefer to Eager Edge. Tip 7. Arc Souls are really good for taking out the majority of enemies automatically, leaving the team to just focus on the timers, position of their teammates, podiums, pendulums, and callouts. Again, not essential, but if you're still struggling, they're worth a try. Also, healing grenades can reduce deaths on some of the long runs with lots of pendulums, so try to save them for those spots. And I was running the new Mothkeeper wraps on Hunter, so while we were bunched up around a lamp before a big run, throwing both at my feet gave a full overshield to the entire team just before facing 3 pendulums in a row. Tip 8. Be really careful making Tangles, Elemental Orbs, or any other interactable object, as they can interfere with Chalice swaps and Enlightening lamps. I'd even recommend just turning off those artifact mods entirely for this challenge, and shoot on sight any Tangles you see. Don't risk picking them up, as if the Chalice holder is nearby, you might accidentally take it instead and ruin the run. Tip 9. The big hill just before the final area can easily trip you up, especially the pendulum swinging between the small gap in the rocks at the top. For this specific run, you can make it super consistent by leaving the lamp you're waiting at while this pendulum is at its closest to you. You still want to only run after all darkness stacks have gone, but instead of waiting even longer for the lamp to turn orange, instead have the Enlightened player, followed shortly by the team, start running when the pendulum is at the apex of its swing near to you. This way you'll arrive at the gap in the rock just as the pendulum leaves it, and you'll have a clear run to the lamp without needing to pause or risk being knocked away. And finally, tip 10. This next tip is RNG, but definitely look out for it because it can remove a lot of risk. If the lamp at the top of the hill after the small gap in the rocks has the podium at it, then after doing all your chalice swaps and removing all darkness stacks, you can just run straight to the final plate, cutting off the corner. This removes 2 lamps from the run, including the most dangerous final lamp, which has pendulums on either side. Once you reach the plate, your darkness will go down on its own, then it's an easy finish to get the triumph. And that's it. Now here's my full triumph completion run for you to see. Good luck on your own runs and feel free to ask any questions in the comments. And if this video helped you, please consider liking and subscribing.
If there's any delay or if somebody gets in front of you, that'll do that. Plus, I think when an ad hits you, it'll it's kind of like when you...
Oh, maybe it was that then.
Yeah.
Well, because normally I actually wait for like 8.5. I go like 8B and that does it. But this time I actually did it faster than that, which is why I'm really surprised.
If anything damages you, it resets it a little bit.
Got ya. Okay.
Take it.
Yeah, if you watch that clip, I'd be curious. Maybe you got hit by a thrall or something.
Yeah, I'll get it from Twitch later.
Take now.
Got it? Yeah, it just reset like twice then.
Right.
Yeah, it must have been something like that.
Going.
Good take, Cactus.
Got it.
Let's go, gamers.
Snow, take it.
Oh, no donk.
Let's go.
Dunk here.
Take cost. After the swing.
Take a glacier.
Got it.
Going.
How's your timer, Liz?
Nearly there, and take it. And going. Watch out for this pendulum.
Storage here.
All right. Dunk a Cactus.
Got it. Dunked. No. Awesome.
All right, let's go. Watch out for those late pendulums.
Take. Go.
Take Prince. Alright.
Podium here. Podium here.
Take a glacier.
Glacier up here.
Got it.
Cactus.
All right, I've dunked. It's on me.
Remember, come back because your stacks are probably going up over there.
Yep.
Going now. Going to the left.
Take it.
Got it.
Three, two, one.
Snow, take it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Take Cosmic.
Say a little prayer.
Yep, we're watching that pendulum.
All right.
And we go.
The storage is here. Take Prince.
We go straight to the end.
Yep.
All right, go straight to the
It's
end.
stored.
I got it.
Still on Cosmic.
Okay. I'm going.
It's a weird padding.
Do I just dunk it?
Stacks we just passed. Stacks should be going.
Wait.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Tell me when, please.
Just don't-
Tell me
Will
when.
do, will do, will do. Okay, take it.
Unstop.
I've accelerated.
I'm the adult in the room again.
No, I've got it as well. Just was late on the throw.
Yeah, we're good now.
I've never been this far.
Another unstop coming. Oh,
Take it,
hello.
Cactus.
Got it.
Can't stun him, but I'll give us a healing nade.
Path forward is good.
Yeah,
Bridge
wait
is
for
built.
Let's wait for the
It's
bridge.
building.
We go.
If you're not a coward, you go across now. You don't get stacks anymore.
Yeah, you don't. You're right.
That's how long it took for the moth to fucking hit it. That's amazing. Yeah, I guess the moths aren't the most reliable way of stunning those.
Thank you for
Yes!
There's essence
there
of
we go.
Oversoul, let's go.
I got an essence.
Oh, me too. I wonder if it's guaranteed on these challenges.
No, I
It's
didn't.
guaranteed like
from
your first encounter.
completing.
Maybe?
Oh,
Easy! What's everyone complaining about?